All right, I can't resist. I'm gonna throw a battery in it and just see what it does, because there's a lot of wires in here. All of the firing orders correct, so it was backfiring on the guy who had it before us. We didn't know why. I'm gonna dump some true fuel in it and let it bark off. Throw a battery in it, see what happens. I don't really expect much, but I just got home and it just got in the garage, and guess what? We've got to see what happens. We've got to see what happens. Small block Chevy, it might just fire off. Let's see. Reverse this. Try to get them right. Polarity is important. Put the positive on the positive, negative on negative. Would it make a lot of sense? We got a clip here. I'm wondering if this is how we turn the fan on. What do you know? Got electronic fan. All right, we got power. I don't see anything smoking. I don't smell anything smoking. I don't like those, but it's a start. There is some wires chewed by the mice in here, but nothing's lighting up, nothing's melted. Got our fuel here. Well, why don't we see if it cranks? I mean, I don't even know what else to do at this point. Some keys in my pocket. These are FJ keys, truck keys. I think the keys are in it. Fuel gauge works. It says just above quarter tank. All right, we're gonna put a little fuel down here and see what happens. It turns over. Well, it fired up, no problem at all. And this braided fuel line is leaking fuel out of it. A lot of fuel out of it. So that's not the right line. And I hear something running to the ground. No, that's just my AC unit. I don't like the fuel line at all. I'm gonna try one more time. wanting to start up. Just this needs a new fuel line here. That's not gonna work at all. Thought it was gonna give us something just for a second, but the fuel pump's pumping, we know that. Choke is working. Getting a little stuck there. Alright, let's do the vice grip garage. A little fuel down the yap. Let's see what happens. Successful night one. Got the metas on. Getting some more clips for the shorts and the vertical clips from Instagram and stuff. Gonna disconnect the battery out of the 86 here, and it fires. It runs no problem. It sounds a little rough, and I'm not sure what that noise is because I'm new to the small block Chevy game, but it fires off. It's backfiring out the exhaust, which means that we have a timing thing going on. Maybe something with the valve train, but all in all, it fires off. We need to get the oil changed. We need to get the fuel tank cleaned out. We need to get new plugs in it. I want to run new electronics, like the wires to the ignition and things like that. So check it all out, clean the carb. But this bitch fired off, and that's all that we were worried about. So that's a win. Old girl might be onto something. All right, peace. All right, dudes, so found out that the freeze plugs need replaced. So we're probably gonna pull this motor out and just do that. Give it a nice cleanup and work over, which is good and bad. It's gonna take us more time, but it's gonna look way better and be a lot cleaner. So anyways, what I'm gonna do is try to see if we can get it running a little bit more with the way it sits. We obviously don't have coolant in it. We can't run it long. But we haven't really got it to fully idle out yet, so that's what I'm gonna try to do. Be nice if I had the keys for it. Be right back. All right, let's try this again. We gotta connect the battery. I gotta also connect the battery. I saw smoke. Just exhaust smoke and some cryo smoke. Okay, good. Sounds pretty good. This fuel line is scaring me. Yeah, fuel line's dripping. Come check this out. Gotta use like a washer and dryer line. Look at this. Just dripping fuel out of this line. It's just blowing straight foam out of this braided line. And that's dangerous. So we're gonna try to fire it one more time as it drips fuel right there. Well, that was really nice. That runs really well. Sounds really good. Needs freeze plugs, but I don't think there's any issues with it other than needs some new fuel lines, needs some new plugs. It needs just put back together right. So rather exciting, very exciting. Give you guys a little walk around. Car looks good. As you can see, the interior is good. The glass is spotless all the way around. Got the T-tops. Got the clean ass interior. Come on in with me. You can see the door cards are in great shape. The dash is in great shape. The gauges, we're gonna be replacing the steering wheel. The headliner is all here and in great shape. The seats are in great shape. We really have great clean door jambs. 1,000 at least, but that brake pedal is not very worn out. That's the Vice Grip garage measurement. And everything else is showing up in here pretty good. Back seats are there, they're pretty good. Extra set of glass for the T-tops is in the trunk. Missing a Z28 badge on the dash, or Camaro badge. I don't really know what it says there, but we're missing it. If anybody knows how to do the rubber on these T-tops, I need to get them re-rubbered if that's possible. I don't know if that's possible. We'll learn as we go. I'm new to this platform. Look at these body lines though. Just clean. Body lines, clean. Doors open and close like they're supposed to. Fuel door, clean. Key on the fuel door. In the trunk. Good looking car. Good looking car. All right, old side post. Going to O'Reilly's to do my best vice grip impersonation and use this towards money on the fuel line that I need to get so that I can get this car to run a little bit better before I get it pulled out, because I want to get it ready to be used once it goes back in, even though we're gonna have to put it back together. I want to know that it runs good, right? So it's like, might as well just work on getting it running good right now. Even though there's no freeze plugs in it, we're not gonna run it hot, but we can make sure the valve train's moving. We can make sure the oil's pumping. We can make sure that we're getting the correct spark, that it wants to idle, that the fuel's pumping, that the mechanical pump's working, that the lines aren't clogged, etc., etc. All that's possible right now. So I think we're gonna work through a lot of that, make sure that it's doing all those things before we take it out and put money into it, cleaning it up. It's like, if it's not gonna run, a quick $20, $30 right now will let us know that, you know what I mean? Like, a fuel line and just some time playing with the carb, and maybe it runs, maybe the valve train noise goes away, maybe it's dialed, maybe it isn't, and we're like, oh, there's clearly a dead hole, or there's this, or there's that. Well, then we know what to do when we get it out. Look in the cylinder, work through spark, work through etc., etc., right? So if there's a dead hole, well, what's the compression looking like? Is the block cracked? The freeze plugs are out. That's a good thing, hopefully. That means that we didn't break anything. What's the gaskets like? Are we gonna do heads? So if we're gonna take the heads off and we're not gonna reuse the heads, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna get new, you know what I mean? So are we rebuilding this motor? I don't know. If it runs good right now, by switching the fuel line so we don't start a fire and giving ourselves a chance to pump from the tank, it might idle in the garage. And if it does, now we can go into rebuilding, adding the freeze plugs, etc., etc. All right, so this is the old line. It's literally like a dryer line or a wash machine for like the water hose, but I don't think it's for fuel. New fuel line on there. Just ran in the same spot it was already run, straight up. Great for heat soak. We love that. And now what we're gonna do is try to see if it'll run from the tank. Need the hot cable, need the hot cable. Hot cable installed. don't think there's anything wrong with this motor. It's running off the tank. Yep, it's running and it's charging. Yep, that's official. All right, listen, so car fired, ran on its own power, re-swapped the fuel line that was going in the carburetor that was pissing everywhere. It runs off the tank. So I'm gonna show you what it does when we refire it after it ran for 30 seconds. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what you call a runner. That thing is bad. It just wants to drive. Fires right up and does what it's supposed to do. Fuel make it happen, or doesn't seem like it's that much of an issue. It seemed like the pressure to the fuel make it happen or was the issue. That's been fixed. It's working. It starts. Now we got to pull it out, put new freeze plugs in it, paint it, and put it right back in. Get it timed up. But man, we got a runner and I'm fucking excited, boy. What a deal, what a deal. Stay on Marketplace, hunt the deals. Just keep hunting deals. It's just money. Buy the deals when you see the deals. Get after them, get them running, enjoy it. I mean, like, what are you gonna do? If you're not enjoying your cars, you're not driving your cars, you're not working on cars, you're not acquiring cars, you're not talking to your buddies about cars. You're watching this channel, I know that's what you like. So anyways. Z28, she ready to live again. She ready to live again. I'll tell you that. And I'll go show you. Show you here. Wop wop. Got that line and it's not leaking no more. So we might be on to something, ladies and gentlemen. We might be on to something. You coming out, getting a repaint, clean up some of this wiring. Get the engine bay cleaned up, put new caps on there because the squirrels chewed them up. And once that's got all that spit shine on it, it'll be worth some money. I don't know if it's gonna be worth money to you, but it'll be worth money to me. And people will be like, I can't believe you got it for that much. And that's the goal. Look at this spider.